Hello, everybody. What's going on? I don't know if y'all remember me, but yeah, there you go. Hello. It is Friday, 4:30 p.m., and it is the 2nd of September, 2016. What the fuck is everybody up to, and how is everybody doing? I'm doing fucking great. It's been a little while since I sent an update or anything, so keep you posted. Today, it is a good day. It's been a little bit since I did an update. I know this whole journey started with like trying to be a great warrior and all that shit, and like trust me, it's been fucking awesome. Like I've learned so much about like just being gritty and like tough and all that shit. I don't think I'm a tough guy, but like there's a certain aspect of toughness that comes with being a fucking man, and I'm learning it. And yeah, so recently though, not recently, but a couple months ago, my focus shifted a little. I remember talking like about how I'd gone so far into the warrior mode that I'd forgotten other things, and yeah, that totally happened. But then I'm starting to come back a bit now. Starting to get refined. I'm not saying that I'm completely a fucking great warrior at the moment, but it's definitely more refined and I'm more tough than I was before. And yeah, I'm learning to dial it back a bit now, as I'm trying to learn how to become a king now. There's always been certain aspects of life in Kingship that I've dominated, but then there's other areas that's like where I'm weak in. Cooperation and love for everyone is one of the ones that I'm weak in. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Oh, it's a cop. Okay, yeah, so sorry, I'm gonna have to pause for a minute.
At number 4 this week, Parachute by Stapleton, 93.7 JRFM's Hot Country Countdown. Whatever song you want to hear, whether it's new or old on the countdown or not, you get to make that call right now.
Or fuck you guys. Anyways, yeah, so things that I'm weak in kingliness is the ability to like I can sympathize with everybody. I love to sympathize with people, and I do. But in general, I tend to be kind of a selfish person sometimes, especially when it comes to just doing things. Like my wife has been pointing out to me. I mean, she's the whole reason why I'm endeavoring into this kingliness, because she's my fucking queen, and I can't really have a queen unless I'm a king. And so she completes that part of the fulfillment. That not the fulfillment, but that requirement. It's not necessarily the requirement, but for me it was. I needed somebody to ground me, and definitely not so much ground me, just to dial it back and bring down my aggression a bit, because I tend to be selfish. Like as everybody should be selfish sometimes. It's definitely required. I'm not selfish in a regard as in like I'm completely selfish, but I believe that selfishness runs the world, because I go to work because I want to earn money, because I want money for myself, so I can do things and buy things and all that shit. But whatever. Anyways, I was just driving to work right now, and it's a give and take. Like if you're gonna let people in, then you get to cut people off later on. Well, not cut people off so much, but abuse the traffic laws, so to speak. Like that's just the way I drive. I drive pretty aggressive, but at the same time, I'm a friendly guy too. I'll let people in, and so I let this guy in. But it just occurred to me, I was actually the slow day at work, so after I did my work, I was browsing memes and shit, and there's a word for the realization that everybody's life, everybody you've ever seen, in their mind, their life is as grand and fulfilling and amazing as yours is to you. And that to me is an amazing feeling. Like, see this guy over there? In his mind, he's thinking, hey, my life is fucking like so precious and so great. These people over here, they're thinking the exact same thing, and everybody on the planet thinks the exact same thing. Granted, there's differences. Some people don't think too highly of themselves, and others think of themselves more highly. But at the end of the day, everybody is just trying to live their life, and everybody's just trying to go through this rat race and just go through. But in everybody's mind, their life is the most profound thing that they've fucking witnessed, because it should be. It is. Like I like my life. My life is great. At the same time, I wish it was better sometimes. No, I don't wish it was better. I see that I could improve it, and I try and I make steps to improve it. At the same time, not everybody's strong all the time, so I do have times in a period where I falter and I make my life seem much worse than it is to myself. But there's other times where it's I have a borderline manic depression type thing happening. Other times I'm on top of the world, and then I feel like, oh, nothing can bring me down. But then when something does bring me down, I just crash sometimes. That doesn't say I just crumble, but like it just feels that way. It just feels like that way. Just the highs and lows that you experience. Other than that, I'm a pretty stable guy. Like, I'll never ever 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 get like depressed or anything. Well, I shouldn't say never, but you know what I mean. It's I'm never down that level, but I'm pretty much pretty optimistic for the most part. But yeah, so I just had to come to that realization that everyone's life is more or less as profound as mine to them. And I just wanted to share that thought with my journal and with anybody who watches this. I mean, I remember there was one guy the other day who said, "Hey man, I actually watch your shit. It's calming." And that's cool and all, but like, bottom line, I record this because it helps me keep peace. It's like writing a journal for myself. I doubt I'll ever do it, but I can always in the future reflect back and say, hey, this is where it was on